I'm Lady Catherine Marie, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Last time I made petticoats for my Victorian outfit project, which now that I think about it is actually Edwardian, but okay. And today I'm hoping to make a chemise, which is a layer that every proper Victorian lady would wear. Chemise means shirt in French, I believe, but it's not a shirt. It's like a simple dress that would be worn over your drawers, a decency skirt, but under your corset and crinoline. And it's there to protect your corset and crinoline and your outer clothes from like oils from your skin and just like general dirt. I am hoping to make both drawers and a decency skirt in the future, but I want to start with like the larger thing so that I can fit it all onto my fabric. Now, something I think is really cool is that I found original patterns from a book called Needlework and Cutting Out by Angus Walker. And so these are the patterns that they would have used in 1909, I guess, when the book was published. So I think that's really neat. So on here, there are a couple different sizes. There's like women's, girl of 14, and then girl of 10 and 7. I think I'm actually girl of 14 because if you look at it, 7.5 and 9.5 takes up 2 boxes, and there's a difference of 2, so that means that 1 box is 1, and I'm going to guess that they're each an inch because centimeters would be really small. And 36 inches goes to just below my knee, and looking at pictures and stuff, it appears that that's how long it would have been, because you wouldn't want it too long, because then it would show and all that stuff. So I think I'm actually a girl of 14 years, according to this. So there we go. Also looking at later on when it talks about finishing the pattern, it actually has 3 different kind of like slightly different patterns from the top. Whoops. Which I didn't realize when I printed this out, but I think it's okay because you can see this is the one we have here, and then these are the other ones. And so I think it's actually okay because you would want to be able to kind of put this over your shoulders. It sits here. You want to be able to put it over your shoulder because it wasn't uncommon to have off-the-shoulder dresses, and so you'd want to be able to move that so it wouldn't show. They may have had like multiple, so that's just like 1 if your dress has sleeves and 1 if it doesn't. But I'm not going to make like a bajillion of these, so I think I'm just going to stick with 1 for now. And so I think I'm actually good at this one, and I'll just make sure that there's enough room here so I can move it off the shoulder so that it doesn't show if I decide to make a dress like that. Now, I want to be able to put this on paper first and then cut out the fabric using... I want to be able to put this on paper first and then use it to cut out the fabric, but it doesn't actually, like, other than this where I like figured out that was 36 inches, it doesn't actually give you any measurements, and they're like the curved parts here, which I think would be quite difficult to just like guess. I mean, I could do it, but I think I'm going to try and get grid paper so that I can be like, oh, well, this goes like halfway through the square, this is like 3/4 through the square and stuff like that, just to make that kind of like easier on me. But it's actually been, like, I've already started looking, and it's been quite difficult to find patterning paper, so I think I may just end up getting wrapping paper and just using that, like wrapping paper with like the grid lines, and then I can use those to like figure out where everything would go. But it's, yeah, like it's been difficult to find, so I'll see what I can get and I will be back soon. Okay, so it's been a while, but I managed to find wrapping paper with a grid. Now the grid is like, it's quite light, can't really see it very well, so I've I have to guess a little bit. But you can see I've started marking out just kind of the points on the grid where the line meets the edge of a box like this. So I've tried to mark out all these points, and I like wrote up, and then I'm like, okay, well this goes here, and then oh, there's the strap, and then it kind of goes this way all the way to the bottom. And so this is obviously just half here, right? But yeah, so I've started to mark that out. So hopefully I think I'm gonna, yeah, start connecting the lines. I think I can guess, like, I can be here and go like, oh, well, this is like kind of like straight through the diagonal of this box. This goes like a little bit to that side of the diagonal and kind of just like guess a little bit. Okay, so I moved to a harder floor because the carpet wasn't very good for this. So I kind of sketched out the shape here. So I hope that works. I mean, it's not exact for sure. So, yeah, but I think it should be okay. I think I can probably cut it out. So this thing actually starts here and then like it goes like along this line. And then I can use my lovely mannequin Eliza and myself to see. Yeah. Okay. I will do that. I also added in the hemline here. Now we'll cut. Okay, it's all cut out. Now this part looks kind of funny. So I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm going to try it on. So unless I'm very confused, this is too big actually. Because if this goes like kind of mid-shoulder, right, and like kind of positioned, then this part here is way too far over. Now it's a little less drastic when it's actually like on me. Like the rest fits. It's just, this is like, so when it's actually on me, it is slightly better because it's still quite far over. But like if I have this sitting here and then like this can still work. The thing about the neckline though is because I want to be able to use it also for like off the shoulder garments. I feel like it's too, like, because in my head I would be able to move the strap to like on my shoulder or like, you know, here, so that I could wear it with off the shoulder garments. So I feel like if maybe because if this is like sitting at like the top of my shoulder, this is quite, well, I mean, it's not that high. It's below my collarbone, but it's relatively high up. So I feel like if I made it like maybe slightly deeper, although the hem would do that. But I feel like if I still made it deeper, it may work better. If I made it maybe more square or something. I'm gonna consult my mother actually. And I shall see, I guess. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blah. Now, on me, this fits differently. On me, I only need to take about an inch away. So I've just folded this over all the way down. So I'm going to cut it just without this inch here. Of course, I'm still need to add in the seam allowance. But, yes. Now, as far as the neckline, on the back, I'm going to leave it how it originally is. So it's slightly higher than on the front, because on the front, I'm going to have it lower, so it's like this. So it's more like here. And also, instead of just having it like as one like solid thing with the seam that's like down the front, of course, instead of having the seam going all the way up, I'm going to do something, I'm going to like just sew until like say here, and then leave that so it's just tied at the top, and then that way I can open it so that it can more easily go off the shoulder. So yes, I'm just going to double check everything, and then I think I will cut. Sorry, it's quite shadowy in here, but I have washed and just ironed the fabric, and so now I'm laying our little patterny thing onto it. So what I think I'm going to do in this afternoon sun is I'm going to pin this to just one layer of this, and then I'm going to fold it so that it folds like so it's not in half like it is now, but it's just like it's like there, so then I can cut two at once. Now this will be the back piece because it's just like this, and then I think I'll either fold it or cut it to do the front piece because that's going to be different. But also, I don't think I'm going to allow extra room for seam allowance because it's already big. So I think it'll be okay without. Okay, so I've pinned it. I had it a bit backwards before. But, you know, I flipped it and I pinned it. And then this is folded in half, and so I pinned two halves together as well. I think I'm ready to cut, maybe. Now, the bottom, I don't know. Okay, so I have cut it out, and now we will see if it fits. Okay, it works. And I think it's a good length as well. So, yeah, I will do the front piece and I will do this so that it's not as high. It'll be like a little bit lower. Yeah, okay. Okay, front is all pinned. So hopefully I didn't make many mistakes. And now I can cut. Okay, the front piece has been cut. Okay, so it's all cut. Okay, so for the slit, I'm gonna cut a slit that's 10 centimeters down, but first I'm going to cut a separate rectangle that's 10 centimeters down and then about 5 centimeters wide here, and then lay it over top, and then I'll cut it, and then I'll like fold it and stuff. So 1 second. Okay, so I placed a rectangle here, and so I have like marked the center line here, and so I'm going to sew like a loopy thing all the way. I'm going to leave like a little bit here, and then all the way up, and then I'm going to cut it and fold it. Okay, so I'm going to sew a V shape like this, and then once I'm done, I will cut down this part here. Okay, my machine is being a little annoying, so it looks a little funky, but I sewed the V here, so now I'm just going to cut down probably like just like a couple millimeters above, and then I will fold this part so that it's all nice. Okay, so I cut it, and so now I'm just like folding it over like this. The thing is, I did like a straight V, like this, right? But what I probably should have done is something like, instead of going like that, going down and then a little bit over and then up, because right now there isn't room for this to flip over without having a little bit of like kind of a gallery part there. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna put it on Eliza to see if I can figure something out. Okay, so here it is on her notes. There we go, so now it's focused. So I have it like folded over like this, but like you can see that I shouldn't have done like the straight V like this, because this little part here is not going through. Camera's not focusing, but so you can see. So I think I may just like end up having like a little bit of a thing there. So I'm gonna pin it. It'll probably look a little weird, but I'll just show you. Okay, so this is option 1, so it looks pretty weird. Let me figure out another option. This is gonna be a no, but like, I don't know, I wanna make it like, because the camera's not focusing on this light. Like, make it look like it's meant to be like that, you know? Just fold it up a little bit so it's got a little bit of, I don't know, it's not even on both sides, but what about something like this? So it's kind of more like pinched here, so instead of having it like folded up, it's kind of just like pinched like this, so then it's like, and then I just like put like a couple stitches there to keep it shut. Oh dear, I'll figure it out. My mom was able to flip it so that it is how it was originally going to be. It's very pinned right now, but I think I'll just hand stitch it so that it all stays in place. I mean, obviously you'll be able to see the stitches, but it's okay, I think. I should say that this is probably not very historical. I don't know. It could be, it could not be. I don't know, but just so you know, that's that. Yes. So I think I'm just gonna, sew this by hand, and it's laid out, so I will be back tomorrow, I guess. Okay, so I just folded this over and hand stitched it. I did leave this raw. I can do that later if I want, though. So it's a little funny, but there's that. And then I also made these little tie things and just stitched them closed, and so I can, when I hem the top here, I'll just insert it in there. And yeah, so I'm going to start with just sewing the straps together. This is just the front piece, but sewing to the back piece and everything, and I'll do that and then I will check back in. Okay, so I sewed the straps together. I left quite a large seam allowance because I'm going to use pinking shears just to pink the edges, because they didn't always fold down their fabric because they didn't have a zigzag on their sewing machine. So I'm just gonna pink it, and yeah, so I'm gonna do the sides now. Okay, so I've done the strap part here and then the sides as well. So now I'm going to do the neckline, I think. So I have my little thingamabobbers. So what I think I'll do is I'll put it here and then fold it over once, twice, and then just hem it like that all the way around. And then I will do the same thing on the sleeves. Okay, so I did the neckline here. So that's all good, I think. I did have to do this, just like hand stitch it, because my machine didn't want to, because it's quite thick there. But yeah, that's that. So I'm just starting to pin the sleeves now. Now my machine has been getting the fabric dirty somehow. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how. So I'm just gonna have to wash that, I think, once I'm done the whole thing. But it's really annoying. But yeah, I'm going to do the sleeves, and yeah, okay. Okay, so I did the sleeves and the bottom. Now I haven't. I have to actually get pinking shears because I don't have any right now. So I have to do that later. But other than that, it's pretty much done. I will have to wash it because it has those, I can't find them now, brown spots on it from the machine. But I'm pretty much done. So let me show you. Okay, so here we go. This is it turned right side out. Now this is just the chemise, so it goes underneath. I'm hoping to make drawers and a decency skirt soon. So yeah, this is it. The fabric's a little bit see-through, but there we go. I'll give it a wash, and then it's pretty much, well, it's done. Once I do all of the raw edges and everything, it'll be good. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later, guys. Okay.